So I chose the title Arousal, Expression, Experience because for me, painting is a emotional sort of activity. It's also very therapeutic. So it's something where I am a lot of the time literally expressing my emotions. In the case of my bigger pieces where I can move, I'm expressing those emotions. In the case of more tedious pieces, I am expressing more those ideas which have come from those feelings. So really this whole show is sort of about embracing what you know. And the only thing we really know is what we know from our senses. And that's where the whole emotion thing plays into. The whole idea of emotions being aroused, of you expressing those emotions, and in the end having experience to talk for it all. So really it's because all this art is born from my emotions. This piece would be a good example of when I literally express those emotions, because for me to actually draw these lines, I have to move a lot. You know, for these long strokes, I have to move. And the way you move is largely dictated by how you feel. So if something makes you feel differently, then you're going to move differently. And when there's a drawing tool at the end of your movement, ultimately you're going to draw something differently. So what I like to do is put some music on that I'm feeling, whatever it is that I'm feeling, go to my space and just express those movements. I don't know what emotion this is. I just know that I'm feeling something. And then in the end I'll go, hey, that looks angry, I must have been angry. Or hey, that looks sad, I must have been sad. But other than that, really, this is, my bigger pieces are like my own therapy. You know, just go to my quiet space and get everything out. You know, some people might, I like symbology, but I think my colors aren't often symbolic. Yeah, I haven't chosen in this case red because I was feeling what red, you know, I'm not feeling necessarily angry or passionate, but it's more so like my emotion chooses the color. I choose the colors that I am feeling at the time, not the other way around. I don't choose blue because blue's sad. I don't choose red because red is whatever. I just pick up the colors that feel right and draw the lines that feel right, and then by the end of it I have this amalgamation of the entire process, and it turns out to be that way. Otherwise, my color choice is really just what I like and what I like to see, not so much what I think other people will think of them. Yeah. So as far as the medium goes, sometimes I'll take paper, not necessarily meant to be painted on, maybe too thin or too frail, but whatever paper it is, I'll take it and I'll tape it together, you know, to whatever size I want. And as you can see, sometimes I like to have the tape on the outside instead of on the back. And the reason why I do that is because 3 years ago, I first did it on this piece. And I did this piece with ink. And when I brushed the ink over here, it absorbed into the paper, but didn't absorb into the tape, and stayed wet and dripped down. And personally, this piece would not be the same if this area was clear. So since then I try and incorporate warping paper because of water, or running ink because of different surfaces into the paintings as much as I can.
go, have to go soon, soon, soon.